The showcase of the best players in the NFL is coming up as we celebrate the latest edition of the Pro Bowl. The stars of the AFC and NFC are ready to shine. Next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's the penultimate game of the NFL calendar, AFC versus NFC in the NFL Pro Bowl game between our visitors. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, it's the Pro Bowl. You never really know what to expect, so I guess I'll ask you, what do you expect?
Well, in recent years, it has turned into an absolute offensive explosion, hasn't it? Games in the 50s are not out of line. What you're hoping is that some of these great defenders have a chance to adjust and react and maybe narrow that down a little bit. But I will say, this game is tilted heavily towards the offense's advantage.
Get ready to settle in for an entertaining 4 quarters. The NFC Pro Bowl underway from Las Vegas. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here comes the AFC for their opening drive. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
I know he's not showing it on the outside, but inside, he's got to be celebrating because think about all the quarterbacking we saw in the AFC this year. 5 or 6 guys could have earned this honor. He got the nod, a real feather in his cap.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From just shy of midfield, Lawrence. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Lawrence. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. And movement up front looks like a false start for the AFC.
False start, offense.
That's on the tackle, Braden Smith. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Play number 8 here on the opening drive. This is 3rd and goal. Lawrence will throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Chase Young in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the AFC on the board first. It's 3-0.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So out comes the NFC for their initial drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And no doubt about it, it was a banner year for quarterbacks in the NFC. A number of guys could very well have been selected for this. But I thought he stood out. I thought he found a way to separate himself from the pack. And he's been rewarded as the starting quarterback in the Pro Bowl. Definitely the right choice in my book.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And right away, he lost the football. And that's picked up by the AFC. And he is going to bring this one back. A fumble return for an AFC touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Now the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So now we'll get our second look in this game at the NFC offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He gets it to Burks again. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well. On
1st down, it's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Herbert back to the air. He gets this one to Burks. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
And this one is right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The NFC set to kick off as this one's away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So now the AFC offense here coming back out for their second drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On the draw is Taylor. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And movement up front. Looks like a false start for the AFC.
False start, offense.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Holding, offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Lawrence. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Nick Bosa coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of him had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the NFC will take over deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. And his throw here is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Herbert now. And that will be incomplete. On 4th down, Matt Ariza is sent on to punt. Fielded at the 43. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it'll be a short field ahead as the AFC takes over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jake Bailey now. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The NFC offense heading back onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Matt Ariza now on to punt this one away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded at the 33. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Lawrence to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. $10 3-yard score after one here on EA Sports. The AFC with a football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the gun, it's Taylor. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So it's 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3. I'm not sure that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all. But the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us, let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on 1st down. Herbert off of play action. This one downfield to Burks. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Play action. It's Herbert. Now the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack. Sauce Gardner. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. We can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Lawrence. It's complete to Williams. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The AFC thus far on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Play action. It's Lawrence. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 8 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Down at the 25. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the counter, it's Taylor. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Lawrence to throw. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post, and the lead stretches. 16-3 now. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The NFC about ready to set up shop offensively. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Herbert. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And some space here. Give him 18 on the play. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Singletary again. And some room to work. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
They run once more with Taylor. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll get this off to Taylor. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Boyd. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down. Two minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
Here now the NFC to take over on offense.
Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Complete. Jefferson the target. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. Here's Matt Ariza now. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, Lawrence. Williams brings it in. There he goes, left side. And touchdown. Mike Williams, 70 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The NFC about ready to set up shop offensively. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Herbert to give him 2 yards there on the completion. And 3rd and 1 now. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. We'll get this out wide to Singletary. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw is on target to Burks. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Herbert throwing again. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Herbert on 3rd down now. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Herbert now. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have hit halftime of the Pro Bowl with the AFC leading the NFC. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for our visitors in the first half. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for our home team, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The NFC offense heads out to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On first down, Justin Herbert. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at the 27. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that they were very big trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Again, Herbert. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Herbert. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Now it's Herbert. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Mike Gesicki. A 5-yard touchdown. And the NFC able to get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The AFC offense now heading out for their first drive of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Again, it's Taylor.
Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Lawrence will throw.
He completes this to Sutton.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
From midfield now, Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Here now the NFC to take over on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Herbert.
And incomplete on the deep ball. The NFC punt team out there now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Back out is the AFC offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can attempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They go play action with Lawrence.
This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
Lawrence.
Hard throw, incomplete.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo.
From the right hash, this from 45 yards away.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The offense for the NFC back out there.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Over the middle into the hands of Burks.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give him a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The AFC set to take over on offense.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Here's Lawrence.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there on 3rd down for the AFC. 47 yards.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
Running left, Taylor.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Now Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by. But that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed him out quite a bit so far. But it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The NFC about ready to set up shop offensively. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Myles Garrett able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. It's the AFC in possession, though they trail here to begin the 4th. Herbert on 1st down now. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Herbert now.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Herbert throwing again.
Got a man at Schwartz, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Derek Stingley picks it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
121 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. The AFC punt team out there now as he's on here to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot him? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the fourth quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and they'll have to live with that for the rest of the year.
Throwing again on second down.
Herbert. That pass taking it.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
The AFC offense making their way back out. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give to Taylor. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line.
157 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Taylor is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Touchdown! Tyler Boyd from 3 yards out. And the AFC able to stretch that big lead even further. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad is on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense back out again, and there's the burner, Anthony Schwartz. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The AFC about ready to take over on offense. And they can run this score up even further as they begin this drive with a 1st and goal and that huge lead. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Lawrence will throw. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Tyler Boyd with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the AFC takes advantage of the interception, and they turn it into 6. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Herbert. This one brought in by Jefferson.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Pressure, and the AFC gets to him for the sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Talk about two sides of the ball across purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still don't get a few shots in. That front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Herbert. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. From the 29,
Herbert over the middle into the hands of Burks. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
To the air again, Herbert.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Looking left sideline, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. But they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Taylor, and just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home pretty happy, especially the AFC since they won the game.